Everyone thinks India is still catching up to the AI revolution. But the truth is, India is now one of the most advanced AI user ecosystems on the entire planet. A new report from OpenAI reveals something that even the most optimistic analysts did not predict. India's AI adoption is not just growing, it is accelerating at a pace that is leaving most of the world behind. Here's everything you need to know. To understand why this matters, you have to look at where India was just a few years ago. The country was often cited as a massive untapped market, billions of potential users, but slow infrastructure, limited access, and hesitancy around new technology. That narrative is now completely obsolete. According to OpenAI's latest report, India has emerged as one of the fastest-growing AI builder ecosystems anywhere in the world, and the numbers backing that claim are striking. Let's start with the most dramatic data point. When OpenAI launched its Codex app, an AI-powered coding tool, in February 2026, India responded in a way that surprised even the company itself. Within just 2 weeks of the launch, the number of Codex users in India had quadrupled, 4 times the user base in 14 days. That is not gradual adoption. That is an explosion. And it signals something profound about how India's developer community is engaging with AI tools at the cutting edge. But it does not stop at coding. The OpenAI report also places India among the top-ranked countries globally for both coding and data analysis usage across its platforms. These are not casual consumer use cases. These are high-skill, high-value applications of artificial intelligence, the kinds of tasks that define whether a country is merely consuming AI or actually building with it. India is firmly in the builder category. Now here is where it gets more complicated and more important. The report does not paint an entirely rosy picture. While India's top-tier users are world-class, AI adoption across the country remains deeply uneven. The growth is concentrated. Developers in major tech hubs, educated professionals, and those with strong English language skills are driving the headline numbers. But large portions of the Indian population remain far from the AI frontier, separated by gaps in digital access, language barriers, and economic inequality. This is the central tension in India's AI story. The country has produced some of the most sophisticated AI users in the world, and simultaneously contains hundreds of millions of people who have not yet meaningfully engaged with these tools. That gap is not just a social challenge, it is an economic one. The countries that figure out how to democratize AI access, to push the benefits down from the elite developer class to the broader population, are the ones that will see the most transformational economic growth in the next decade. From an analytical standpoint, India's position is both an enormous opportunity and a warning. The technical talent is clearly there. The appetite is clearly there. The infrastructure, the policy frameworks, and the inclusivity are still works in progress. OpenAI's report essentially validates what India's tech optimists have been arguing for years. The potential is real. But it also implicitly highlights the risk that AI growth, if left unguided, could deepen existing inequalities rather than close them. For global AI companies, India's trajectory sends a clear signal. This is a market that rewards bold, early moves. The Codex user explosion proves that when the right tool reaches the right audience, adoption can be near instantaneous. The next battleground will not just be about getting more Indians onto AI platforms. It will be about which platforms can reach beyond the developer elite into India's vast, diverse, multilingual population. What to watch going forward? How India's government responds to these findings, whether new AI policies emerge to accelerate inclusive access, and how domestic AI startups position themselves against global giants in a market that is clearly hungry for more. The race for India's AI future is wide open, and the stakes could not be higher. India just announced to the world that it is not a follower in the AI era, it is one of the leaders. The question now is whether that leadership can be shared with everyone.